I wanted people to see that really, when you are a born-again, Spirit-filled Christian, you have a supernatural life, and that every person, God has a supernatural call. And, you know, people may tell us we're going to be a failure, all these things, but when you get into the Word and the Holy Spirit, that's a whole different ballgame. I didn't know that I was called until I was 45. I loved the Bible. I got born again, God's Spirit-filled, and I saw how the Bible will change people's lives. And so when I was 45, you know, I'm just doing the things spiritually I feel to do. And so I took one day and fasted and prayed and said, God, what do you have for me to do? And that's when he spoke to me that he had called me to cover the earth with the word, Isaiah 11:9. So that's really been my call. I never dreamed I'd live so long. Here I am, 88, and God would keep giving me supernatural experiences. So I wrote it now because I thought it was a good time. You know, my age, do I have next year? I don't know, but I'm going to use every minute that I have. And so getting this book will help people get through the process of being born again, being Spirit-filled, seeing that God has a miraculous life, because the book can say things that you can't say. Because a lot of people will not listen to you personally, or you don't have the time even to sit down with them, or they don't. But a book works while you sleep. So I think, I know my book, It's Not Over Till You Win, is a missionary that will transform lives. I would like for the readers to see that God has a supernatural life for everyone. We are not an accident. Every person is a divine appointment. The young generations need to know there's a purpose. A lot of times you think, well, I'm not as smart as so-and-so, or I'm not as athletic, or I'm not as talented, but God made you with a purpose. I think the book will give you purpose. I definitely think non-believers will read my autobiography, and I think they'll read it through, because every chapter is so exciting and so miraculous. I can hardly wait to give it to sinners. To do a book about your life, you better have had miracles, because people don't want to hear just something ordinary. People want something supernatural. And when I look at my life, even as a child, my life has been supernatural. So God started me in the Word. Honestly, from the time I began to read the Bible, I thought I was supposed to win. So I can say, from the time I was 11, I knew the Bible would make you win. I think that's a special revelation to me and for my life. But it can be special for everyone else's life too. I think autobiographies are wonderful, and probably, you know, different people identify with different autobiographies. I believe that mine will be special for people who really don't realize how miraculous God has a plan for their lives. So I think mine reveals that God has a miracle plan for everyone born on this earth.